Okay, good evening, our political fans from around the world. It's another political show, and we're just basically reacting to the impeachment, I think, of the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. And with me to discuss that is Warifa Marcos, and it all looks very strategic because information coming to us uh, actually says that the man was nursing ambition to become governor of Lagos State. And I'm sure that did go well with the ruling party, knowing fully well that the president himself is planning to endorse his son for the next governor of Lagos State. Warif, what are your thoughts? Do you think it was APC that did this, or do you think for some other reason?
Everybody will be loyal to their principal, and the principal of the APC is the president of Nigeria, that's Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Sure.
And you cannot go against your principal except you want to be a rebel. Maybe with the ambition of his son, like what we saw or we heard that his son is having not the ambition of becoming the next governor of Lagos State. And in Nigerian politicians, they are very funny. So everybody want to be a loyalist to the president, not what the masses will gain from them, but what they will personally gain from the president. So maybe there is a script that was given to them, just like what happened in River State that they were trying to impeach the governor, but it didn't work out well. So I just believe it was a script that was acted upon to impeach the Speaker of the House just to tarnish his political ambition. Well, for him to have maybe he's not having, even if he has the political backup, you cannot, for you to go against the president, the number one citizen, against his son, that means you must have a proper backing. You must be ready to fight. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so basically, well, in my own opinion, I feel the guy was a little bit naive to have made his intentions
Inexperience.
known. He should have been a little bit more intelligent and circumspect, knowing fully
Doing some
well
underground work.
the underground work. He shouldn't have made it obvious at all, because I think he's a little bit premature to begin to do those kind of things. So, and I think he got
Yeah.
what he wanted. Like you rightly mentioned, you don't go against your principal. The principal of the APC is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I think it was a very stupid thing for him to do. And of course, they have quickly replaced him. And you can see all these things playing out. Apart from President Tinubu's plan to improve Nigeria and all his economic strategies, there's a master plan underneath to ensure that there's re-election in 2027.
Yeah. And
So,
again,
they're using a
yesterday
lot
night,
of
sorry.
strategies. Yes, and they're using a
Okay.
lot of strategies to get this done. Please go ahead, Wari.
Okay, like yesterday night, while I was listening to watching one of the national news on one of these television, they started playing some videos, like they started talking about COVID-19. They said there should not be a large gathering, but according to the APC, the Lagos State House of Assembly, the Lagos State government, they said he didn't. The former Speaker of the House that was impeached, that he didn't keep to the rules. He was just acting on his own, and that he was not loyal. So I don't know. Maybe government, Nigerian politicians, they can be funny. They'll just look for something to hold on to that. So I don't know if it was really true, but he would have done his underground work, not just come out too soon to start telling people his ambition. He would have just done some underground work, try and get people with like minds, let them work together. That's just it.
Of course, as a congressman, you don't act in opposition to the policies of the ruling party. That's a big mistake the guy made there. And you are drawing some parallels to what is happening in River State vis-a-vis Wiki and Sim Fubara. Yeah, you are drawing some parallels.
Okay.
So how is this similar to what Wiki is doing in Port Harcourt? Can you just share your thoughts on this?
Okay, before this time, before Sim became the governor of River State, the former governor of River State, that now Minister Wiki, employed, I think, about some good number of persons as special advisors to work for him because that's a good one. That was a good one to work on the ground. Now I read something again that the present local government chairman of Obiakpo, I think he's towing the same line that he has employed some special advisors to work for the local government. All these things is boiling tilting towards 2027 election. You know, when if you must win any election, you have to start from the grassroots,
Of course,
which I believe the
absolutely.
local government chairman has started doing. You know, one thing about Wike is just that sometimes Nigerian politicians can be funny. If not for anything, Wike is a grassroots politician. He knows how to play grassroots politics. So no matter what, even though if you don't like somebody or whatever, there is something that you maybe that is good that you pick from the person. So that's what I think
Yeah,
the present local
he has
government
a lot
chairman of
of
Obiakpo has.
experience. Yes, go
Yes,
ahead,
I know. You
please.
know, all those guys they worked for the FCT minister when he was the governor of Rivers State. So they might have gone back, sit down, look at some of the ways that we can use in getting Simple Bara into office. So they want to use those the same plans to get their political ambition, which is a good one. Because for you to win an election, you all get the people, win the heart of the people, the masses. You have to go down grassroots to go in one on one. That is what they are doing, I believe.
Yes, I agree with you. And if you look at Wike's pedigree, he came from the motor park. I think he was head of
Yeah,
motor park in somewhere in River State. And when you are
yes,
the
no,
head
we
of a
are
park, you are meeting with the grassroots people one on one.
people.
You know the issue.
Yeah,
So he has people at that level. So to galvanize support will not be difficult at all, like you rightly alluded to. And if you look at a lot of what is happening is because he put his faith, he put so much faith in Fubara that once Fubara gets in the governorship seat,
yeah,
Fubara will do his bidding. But Fubara now has turned against him and supporting the people for a better River State. And so he's
yeah,
strategizing to see how Fubara can be schemed out. And one effective way that I think you rightly mentioned he's doing it is to start from the grassroots. But if you look at
grassroots, yeah,
now, the governors are not as powerful anymore because federal allocation goes directly to the
to the local government.
yes to the local government. So and we
So
have
you have to work with the local government chairman,
you
make sure
have
they
to
are
work with the
loyal to
local
you.
government chairman too. And there are a lot of River State people now that are solidly behind Siminalayi Fubara. So it's not going to
Yeah,
be easy at all. And they're going to face a lot of resistance. But like you see, Wike is using money to do all these things. There are some people that are on
yeah,
constant payroll just to ensure that
yeah,
they do his bidding. And
yeah, and,
if you look at what's happening now in Edo State, I think Oshomole has learned from Wiki. If you look at the person is godson that is governor now,
yeah,
Monday Okwewolo. He
yeah.
deliberately put someone that is not intellectually sound and is
So
not
that he can.
ambitious so that he can
Mm-hmm.
control that person. So the chances of that
Person.
person revolting is not as much as if he had picked someone as smart, a la Ubara. Ubara is a very smart person. He played
Yeah,
loyal, he's intelligent, he got into power,
yeah,
and he acted against his principles, so to speak. But in the case of Oshomola, I think he has learned, let me look for someone that is not so smart, or let me look for this daft guy that can't even read
that
figures.
somebody will not come and
Yes, someone that is
somebody
not
will be loyal
ambitious,
to the
that is
cause.
just happy
Mm,
that I'm settling him with money and he will
mm,
be loyal. So I think the way it is now, the ruling party can pretty much put anybody they want as governor and they will support that person. But going back to the Seyi Tinubu thing, I don't know what the force it is about APC and Lagos State that they just want to continue to dominate that state with people that are loyal to Tinubu. I don't know how would it look. I mean, look at when APC has been dominating Lagos State, since when Tinubu became governor, there has not been
governor.
a non-APC governor in Lagos State. Is this good for the state? What are your thoughts, basically?
Um, to me, I believe if they can conduct a free and fair election, I don't think he will win. Why did I say
Yeah.
so? Because they for the governor the Lagosians they will prefer somebody that is not under the influence or to avoid godfatherism. Let them see so that the person can be neutral to know the true mind of the governor. But bringing the son of the president back is still the same thing, but in a lower level of governance. So him coming back or him becoming the next governor of Lagos State is almost the same thing as the father still being the president of Nigeria. And just look at this scenario. The father is the president, he is the governor of Lagos State.
Yeah.
How will it so the whole thing will be somehow. So to me, let it's just that in Nigeria for us to get free and fair election is very hard. It's very hard. But I believe if we can get free and fair election, I don't think we will win because they want somebody that is neutral. That's what I believe.
Yes. But I have a little bit of faith that there can be resistance, there can be opposition. The APC did not think Peter Obi would win in Lagos State when they did the presidential elections. It was because
Okay.
Peter Obi won in Lagos State. Within that 1 week, they had to strategize very effectively to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that
To start
at
manipulating.
governorship level, it
Mm.
couldn't happen again. And
Yeah.
they will have to do something radical between now and then to improve the lot of Nigerians and Lagos State specifically to get people not to revolt or not to act in opposition because people are just downright fed up. The cost of living and everything. For
Yeah.
instance, I give you a typical example. Where I work, most of the parents now cannot even drive their car to come and pick their children. What they do is
Wow.
they come with public transport because it's far for them. The ones that bring their cars, they just park the car in the street. They go to work with public transport. They come in the evening.
Coming back, they just see the kids.
So the standard of living has dropped because of this present economy.
Skyrocketed.
And there seems to be no solution in sight. So well, they have the money to rig it, but I don't think it would be as easy as 2023. I don't know what you think, especially in River State too. For them to reclaim power, it won't be as easy as they think.
You see, if they might want to rig this election, even the INEC officials, they'll be putting their life at risk, even with the what's it called security personnel that might be attached to them. Because like during the presidential election, what happens after voting and everything? Nobody thought that they'll rig the election with them having coming up with them having network issues. What people want to look up to. Ah, hold on.
Okay, I tried to adjust your phone.